game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Pirates will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes the option. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Pirates offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy quick to the line. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker. It's Osborne. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Osborne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Pirates! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's go. Looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Pirates are in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as a... So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense lining up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On the ground, it's Russ. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Russ. Touchdown, East Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Sampson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They'll send the back in motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Navy quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making out. Ball Vols have the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Sends it back in motion. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates will have it first and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Russ. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Russ. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive.
Makes the grab on the left side. Breaks into the open. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Carolina, 28, Navy, 10.
He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust this off.
There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Past the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture.
Touchdown, ECU! And the stomping has commenced. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. To the air, it's Sampson. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Hard running there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on. Down at 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's got him. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Osborne. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He wants to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Osborne. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Using the quick game. Touchdown Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Motion from the back. Quick catch on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The short hands, it's Russ. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Russ. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Pirates will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Quickly complete. Looking for the end zone. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's trying to get it in.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, East Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And here comes the Navy offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Handoff to the fullback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Navy now facing 3rd and short. The option look. He'll pitch it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Navy will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. finds a soft spot in the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking to throw again. The quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Pirates come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Russ. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
East Carolina, 56, Navy 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Nash. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.